We just were able to put it together. I mean, we were meant to come out in 2017, and a lot of stuff happened. It was the promoter, not in the least, the promoter pulled out, which really blew everyone's mind. And then my island home got hit with 2 catastrophic hurricanes. So I guess I was never meant to leave the Caribbean. I had to stay here and help with all the recovery and repair efforts. So, it took a while to sort of regroup from that in my personal life. And then Aunt Bannister and I, we were like, we want to play again, but we weren't sure how to make it happen. But it just kind of all the pieces started coming together for this year. And we're fronting this ourselves, and we've got really great, friends playing with us. All the bands that are playing with us as special guests are old mates from bands back in the day, and everyone's just rallying to have fun and get together. And most importantly, the fans, like the Deaf family, all of them on social media have just been getting really excited and sharing the news of the tour. So the venues that we're working, like we're connected one-on-one with the venues, and everyone's just really excited, and it's like a celebration. So I don't know what specifically made it the right time, other than all the stars aligned and everyone wanted to do it, so that's what we're doing. Yes, very much so. And I think it's, when I think of with Nunchucker, we've got Blackie and Ray from the Hard On, dear old mates, with Matt Mavis, we've got, obviously the Mavises, and Maddie's one of my best closest friends. Kylie Purr in Bitchcraft is in the Deaf Effects Psychoactive Somersault, a dear old mate. Snuff were playing the same time as Deaf, and it's like this connection on stage of family, but even more so the family, in the audience is, we've shared a lifetime. Like I know, because on social media, like on the Deaf page, Deaf Effects Facebook page, I reply to everyone, and every comment I read, everything I reply to. So many people have said they're bringing their teenage kids with them to the gigs, because it's like you can,
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's a family affair all around. And everyone was sort of saying, oh, we'll party like it's 1996, and I was saying, fuck that, let's party like it's now. In a way that's even more relevant. Yeah, let's party like it's fucking now. We're not getting older, we're getting better and having fun, and that's the best thing anyone can do, really, is have fun and be happy. I think that I really appreciate you saying all that, and as you were saying that we're not trying to be anything other than ourselves, then that's still what's going on right now. Even when we hit the stage this year, we're not trying to be anything other than what we are. And I think back in the 90s, what was unique about Deaf Effects was the concept of it, which was to sample stuff before sampling was illegal, to build on a foundation of let's blend really great sounds and beats and then play over the top of it and just make it a big collaborative effort, building on and collaborating with other artists and building sound. And so as much as we didn't sound like anyone else, or we weren't trying to be like anyone else, we were certainly embracing and honouring everyone else. We wrote one song in 2017 because Blake Gardner, our original guitarist, was meant to tour with us, and Blake and I wrote a song, and it's a fucking great song, and I wish more than anything that we could perform it. But Blake is, he's just in a different, he's just on a different trip again, and we can't record it. So it is what it is. I've got it recorded on my phone. Such a good fucking song.
That's a shame.
But it's just going to exit. Oh, man, it's, like, hard. I said to Ant, can we just record this? And he's like, we really got to get Blake. And, you know, it is what it is. So fuck it. It's not the first time that weird shit's happened in this band, so it just is what it is.
And probably not the last.
But, what's that?
It probably won't be the last time.
Probably not. No, it's just, you know, it's such a great song. I mean, Blake was, you know, he is such a great musician and such, you know, and some of that really early Death Effects stuff, you know, the opportunity to write a song with him again was, he and I just had a blast. However, it's, you know, it's just can't be released because he's not going to let it. So whatever. Yeah. More importantly, we're playing all the songs that everyone grew up listening to and hopefully didn't grow up listening to, because who wants to fucking grow up? I don't. Yes, more so now than ever. I think so. When I came out of the broom closet 20, 30 years ago, it was very different. And these days, it's much more commonplace. And I think the myths, the negative stereotypes of the Hollywood-related evil witch and all of that is really going away. I think a lot of people are identifying with witch as a meaningful, relevant, and uplifting and rewarding spiritual path, whether male or female, whatever cultural background, whatever skin colour. I mean, it's a spiritual path that's resonating with a lot of humans now from many different backgrounds, and that's timely and appropriate. And I think, you know, with the spoken word tour and there's an oracle card deck that I've done, it's like the opportunity to talk about that, to talk about my life and how I've got to this point and doing the things I do and living the way I live. And you know, people relate to or find what I'm doing inspiring, and if they do, then really what the spoken word events is sharing what I've learned along the way. And you know, they're called Art of Witch. You know, that's the name of the book, and it's about living a magical life. And I really emphasise the idea that, you know, you don't have to grow older, you can grow better at living. And that's how I approach it all. And I think my path as a witch has allowed me a spiritual framework to really explore that reality and live that way. And so that's what the spoken word stuff is going to be doing, and I really hope that people who come will find it useful and inspiring in their everyday lives. And plus, I've been getting tons of messages on Facebook and everything from people who are coming, and I'm saying, yes, I will have photos with everyone, I will sign every book, I will sign every baby's butt, I will do whatever you guys want me to do. I'll stay all night if necessary so that we all get to hang out together. I know there are negative connotations to it if you don't know really what it is, as experienced by a vastly growing number of humans in the world, on the planet. So I think that it's something that, you know, in a nutshell, with modern witchcraft, it's a very eco-oriented spiritual path. It definitely answers the questions that people ask of life now, as far as, you know, how to live sustainably and happily in our increasingly overloaded and stressful lives, you know, and how to connect with a sense of simple joy and a sense of having your life in your hands in a way that you can feel fulfilled. And And that sometimes means feeling happy and feeling sad. It's, you know, but if you're fulfilled, then the journey is always enlightening, and even in its light, in all its light and all its dark, you know. So that's kind of what I talk about, and you know, and even, you know, with Deaf Effects performing and the tour happening the way it is, I think it's the other thing that's been coming up is people have been saying, well, how old are you now? And I'm like, well, in physical years, by the time I'm touring with Deaf Effects again, it'll be 53 years on the planet. And people are like, oh my God, how do you look the way you look and do all the things you do? And it's like, because I really believe you don't have to grow older, you can grow better at living, and it's about your attitude. And I think my life as a witch really allows me to you know, explore that fully. And so I'll be talking about that in the spoken word events as well, sharing what I know, and also answering questions, you know, just bring it on. Well, I'm a professional pilot, commercial pilot. I fly for an on-demand charter company called Island Birds here in the Caribbean. We're very, very busy. I'm working all the time, flying every day, flying tomorrow. I guess I kind of thought I was going to step away from the entertainment industry and life as I knew it a number of years ago, and I focused on aviation. And originally my plan was to volunteer and donate flying services to humanitarian and animal rescue initiatives, and yet I just kept getting more and more experience, and I realised that maybe, you know, there's a pilot shortage, there were job opportunities, and hey, a witch has got to work, you know, we've got to have a job at a point. And so I ended up just at this point, and it's probably the hardest thing I've ever done to get this far, and yet what I do feels routine now, and I've got to remind myself that the job I have flying up and down, around and about every day, the Caribbean island chain where the world comes to holiday, and it's one of the most beautiful places in the world, that's a lot of people's dreams. It's my routine. It's hard. It's really hard work. I don't know what's harder. Flying planes is actually kind of easy compared to dealing with customs and paperwork and bureaucracy and red tape. There's a lot of that goes on with my job, and the anarchist in me sometimes just wants to say, fuck you all, but I can't, because I could get in trouble, and I've got to be professional. And I really do love flying people around and uniting families, taking people on holidays and all that good stuff. Plus, I still get to do all my animal rescue and aid work. The more I fly, the more of a safe, competent and proficient pilot I am. So I'm just grateful for all of the experience. And I'll never get sick of saying a plane is more comfortable than a broomstick. It really is, you know. Even when it's a hot, non-air conditioned puddle jumper like what I fly. I just want to really say I love you all, and thank you for even giving a shit that I do any of this. And please come to the shows, whether it's Deaf Effects, whether it's a spoken word. It's a celebration of all of us, and I'm just grateful to be in the middle of it all, stirring it up.